Today we're tackling a core routing concept for the CCNA exam, the components of a router's decision-making process, specifically the routing information base, or RIB, and the forwarding information base, or FIB. Understanding the distinction between these two tables is critical, as the exam loves to test your knowledge of the different operational planes of a router. The RIB, which many simply call the routing table, operates on the control plane. The control plane is the router's brain. It's where thinking happens. The RIB is a comprehensive database of all the routes a router has learned. It gets this information from directly connected networks, manually configured static routes, and most importantly, from dynamic routing protocols like OSPF and EIGRP. When you type the command show IP route, you are viewing the RIB. It contains every possible path, including backup routes that the router knows about. Now, let's contrast this with the forwarding information base, or FIB. The FIB operates on the data plane, which is all about action and high-speed packet forwarding. The FIB is a streamlined, optimized version of the RIB, containing only the best, most efficient routes. It's not built by routing protocols directly. Instead, it's constructed by a process called Cisco Express Forwarding, or CEF. CEF analyzes the RIB, selects the winning routes, and programs them into the FIB, which is often stored in specialized, high-speed hardware. The entire purpose of the FIB is to make forwarding decisions incredibly fast, without having to consult the larger, more complex RIB for every single packet. This separation of the thinking control plane and the doing data plane is a fundamental concept in modern networking. For a concrete example, imagine your router learns 3 different ways to get to a specific network from OSPF. All 3 paths are stored in the OSPF database, and the best one is offered to the RIB. Let's say it also learns a static route to that same network. The RIB will contain both the best OSPF route and the static route. Because the static route has a better administrative distance, the router selects it as the ultimate best path. The CEF process then takes this single best path and installs it into the FIB. When a packet for that destination arrives, the data plane performs a rapid lookup in the FIB and forwards the packet immediately, without ever needing to involve the main processor or reevaluate the RIB. The exam will absolutely try to trick you on this. A common trap is to confuse which table belongs to which plane. They might ask a question like, which component is responsible for building the data plane forwarding table? The answer is CEF, which builds the FIB from the RIB. Another trick is to test your knowledge of show commands. A question might ask which command to use to view the table used for actual packet forwarding. The correct answer is show IP CEF, not the more familiar show IP route, which shows the RIB. To keep this straight, use this mnemonic. The RIB is where the router is really intelligently brainstorming. That's the control plane. The FIB is for fast information blasting. That's the data plane. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.